A visit to Lima in the 18th century was an encounter with power, faith, danger, and beauty, all compressed into a single city. By this time, Lima was the capital of the Viceroyalty of Peru and one of the most important cities in the Spanish Empire. Founded in 1535, it had grown into a crowded urban center of roughly 60,000 people by the mid-1700s. Silver from the Andes flowed through its streets. Royal decrees echoed from its palaces. Bells rang constantly from its churches and convents. In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life, allowing us to shift perspective, change camera angles, and move through the same scenes in ways their original artists never could. We are not just looking at Lima from afar, we are walking through it. We are standing in its plazas, along its riverbanks, and beneath its balconies. First, I want to talk about the heart of the city itself. This view shows the Plaza Mayor in the early 1700s, the ceremonial and political center of Lima. By the 18th century, this square is already more than 150 years old. The camera looks across a wide, open space paved with stone and packed earth. In the foreground, vendors cluster around wooden stalls. In the midground, soldiers stand near the fountain installed in 1651. In the background, the Cathedral of Lima and the Viceroy's Palace dominate the skyline. Daily life here is constant and loud. Carriages roll across the plaza. Indigenous porters carry loads of goods. Priests move between buildings in dark robes. You can hear horses, church bells, and shouted orders from guards. But this space is also tense. Public punishments take place here. Royal proclamations are read aloud. Crowds can turn restless, especially during shortages or tax changes. Lima's strict social hierarchy is visible in who walks where and who must step aside. The plaza matters because it represents imperial authority. From here, the viceroy governs a vast territory stretching from Panama to southern Chile. Decisions made on this square affect millions. Later in the century, the plaza changes after disasters, especially earthquakes. Buildings are repaired and redesigned. Remarkably, this is a site you can still visit today. The Plaza Mayor remains the symbolic center of Lima. This view shows the Cathedral of Lima as it stands by the mid-18th century. Construction began in the 1530s, but by this time it has been rebuilt multiple times after earthquakes. The camera frames its long facade. Twin towers rise above the plaza, though they are shorter and heavier than earlier designs. Inside, the air smells of incense and wax. Choir music echoes under high ceilings. Tombs line the floor, including that of Francisco Pizarro, whose remains are believed to rest here. The cathedral is busy every day. Weddings, funerals, and daily masses draw crowds from all classes. Indigenous converts stand beside Spanish elites, though rarely as equals. The danger here comes from nature. Earthquakes are constant threats. Cracks in walls are patched repeatedly. Worshippers know that the ground beneath them may shift at any moment. The cathedral matters because it anchors Catholic authority in the Americas. Lima is the seat of an archbishopric, shaping religious life across the region. After the devastating earthquake of 1746, the cathedral undergoes major repairs and stylistic changes. Today, the cathedral still stands on this same site, rebuilt yet again, carrying centuries of memory. This view shows the Viceroy's Palace facing the plaza. By the 1700s, it is a sprawling complex of courtyards, balconies, and offices. The camera moves from street level up toward carved wooden balconies projecting over the square. Inside, clerks copy documents. Messengers arrive from distant provinces. Guards patrol hallways with muskets. Power creates tension. Corruption is common. Decisions about taxes, labor drafts, and trade can provoke unrest far beyond Lima. This building matters because it is the administrative heart of Spanish rule in South America. The viceroy represents the king himself. After fires and earthquakes, the palace is repeatedly rebuilt. Each version reflects changing architectural tastes and political priorities. Today, this site survives as the government palace of Peru, still a center of power. This view shows the Rimac River flowing east to west along the city's edge. By the 18th century, it supplies water to Lima through canals and aqueducts. In the foreground, washerwomen kneel at the river's edge. In the background, the city rises behind adobe walls. The river smells of wet earth and waste. It is a place of work and survival. Flooding is a constant danger. Seasonal rains can destroy homes and bridges. Disease spreads easily through contaminated water. The river matters because without it, Lima could not exist in this dry coastal valley. Over time, embankments and bridges are reinforced. Today, the Rimac still flows through Lima, though heavily altered and controlled. This view shows the Puente de Piedra, completed in 1610, crossing the Rimac River. By the 1700s, it is the main connection between Lima and the district of Rimac. The camera tracks carts rolling across its arches. Traffic is constant. Merchants bring food into the city. Pilgrims cross toward churches and shrines. The bridge is dangerous during floods and earthquakes. Collapse is always a fear. It matters because it links the city to its northern neighborhoods and beyond. After the 1746 earthquake, the bridge is damaged but repaired. A version of this bridge still exists today, marking the same crossing. This view shows a narrow street lined with tall houses and enclosed wooden balconies. By the 18th century, these balconies define Lima's architecture. The camera moves beneath them, creating a tunnel of shadow. From above, women observe the street unseen. Below, vendors sell food and cloth. The smell of cooking maize and meat fills the air. Crime is common. At night, streets are poorly lit. Thieves and patrols move carefully. These streets matter because they reveal daily urban life and social divisions. Later reforms attempt better lighting and policing. Many of these balconies still survive, carefully restored. This view shows the interior of a convent, possibly Santa Catalina or San Francisco. The courtyard is quiet, with orange trees and fountains. Nuns move silently along corridors. Inside the walls, life is controlled and disciplined. Outside noise barely enters. The danger is spiritual rather than physical. Strict rules govern every hour. Convents matter because they shape education, charity, and religious authority, especially for elite women. Some convents expand, others decline after reforms. Several still stand today as museums and active religious sites. This view shows Callao, Lima's port, in the early 1700s. Ships from Spain and across the Pacific anchor offshore. The foreground is crowded with crates and sailors. Trade brings wealth and risk. Smugglers operate constantly. Pirates once threatened these waters. In 1746, a massive earthquake and tsunami destroy Callao almost completely, killing thousands. The port matters because it connects Lima to the global empire. Callao is rebuilt with stronger fortifications. Today, it remains Peru's main port. This view shows Lima after the great earthquake of October 28, 1746. Buildings lie in ruins, dust fills the air. Survivors search through debris. Fear dominates the city. Aftershocks continue. Disease spreads among the displaced. This disaster matters because it reshapes Lima's architecture. Heavy stone gives way to lighter materials. Modern Lima still reflects these changes in its urban design. This view shows the city at sunset. Church bells ring. Smoke rises from kitchens. The sky darkens over tiled roofs. Life slows, but danger increases after dark. By the late 18th century, Lima remains powerful, fragile, and alive. Today, walking these streets, the past feels close. The city still carries its layers of memory, shaped by faith, empire, and survival. If there's another city, moment, or scene you'd like to explore through AI reconstruction, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much.